Quick introduction. I'm Rusty. I've been Erlanging for quite a while, since 2008. Formerly did some stuff at Basho, with React, both the mentoring web framework, and author of Sync, which is what I'm going to be talking about now. So basically, Sync is a utility to help you code without friction. The idea is computers can automate repetitive work. That's the whole point. That's why we love them. So if that's the case, why do I still have to do this every single time I change a line of code? I'm writing my code, I have to save it, I have to switch to the terminal, I have to do rebar compile or make or something like that. Alt-tab again, switch to my Erlang shell, reload the module, and finally run it. And all that is kind of a pointless exercise if you can have a computer do it for you. So the goal is to take the edit, build, test cycle and automate the middle step, the build step. And that's what the Sync utility does. So what it does is it runs in the background. You actually load it in your Erlang VM. It looks at all the loaded modules that you have, sort of deduces where the code lives, keeps track of all the code files, automatically recompiles any of the files when one of the files changes, reloads that new module, and then shows you growl notifications or whatever your notification utility is for your operating system to tell you what happened. And it kind of looks like this. So you've got your Erlang running in the background here. You run sync by saying sync go. There are instructions for how to install it on your system on the GitHub page, which I'll show in a second. And if you look at the sort of the top right, it says, yeah, the sync utility is running. So now, if I change code, so let me print this out without changing any code first. I'm going to say test greeting, and it'll say hello world. Right? If I change the code and maybe say hello Erlang DC, save that. Oh, okay, so reloaded the test module. Let me try changing this again so we can see that it actually reloaded. So I'll save it, and it reloads the test module. And if I rerun test greeting in my virtual machine, then it's got the new module and it loads that code, or shows that code. If I would do something ridiculous, like use some Ruby code here, and try to compile, it'll tell me there were errors in which line and exactly what happened. So I can go back to my code without having to do all the compile and switching around and see exactly where I need to delete the horribly bad code and stick to the lovely beautiful code. Other stuff, all the major operating systems are supported. So Mac, as you saw with Growl, Linux with Notify, Windows with Notifoo, and Emacs, which yes is an operating system, supported with L1 and message command. This is also really useful if you're doing stuff in a cluster. So what I've done before is you have your local machine connected to a cluster on EC2 or wherever. You patch some code locally, run this in patch mode, and it will actually push the code that you've changed locally to all of the different nodes in your cluster. And then you can restart stuff and not have to do that whole process of packaging everything up, deploying to your cluster, and then doing whatever you're going to do. So it's a very quick way to just scattershot code out to the machines. Some related work, if you're interested in other sorts of things that do this, MokiWeb Reloader does the reloading for you, but doesn't actually do the compilation for you. And then somebody has sort of taken Sync and it looks like they're trying to go in a sort of new, maybe even simpler direction. So it's a relatively new project called S-Sync. It's very much inspired by Sync. And it deals with things like parse transforms and included files a little bit better. And it does this by leveraging, it actually calls out to rebar and uses also slightly less CPU usage by calling out to the iNotify library for Erlang. So it's some pretty cool stuff created by Milan Svoboda. I'm an American, I can't say foreign words. And that's it. Oh yeah, and the source code you can take a look is here, github.com/rustyo/sync. With instructions on how to get done. And 30 seconds left.
You do?